This is what you're learning in this training. The basic principles of designing with phone, create birthday flyers, plus bonuses and tips to take your design game to the next level. Okay? So we start with the basic principles of design. But before I dive into the basic principles of design, we need to first of all know what graphic design is all about. I assume you don't know what graphic design is all about, so I'm going to explain what graphic design is about. So what is graphic design? It means making pictures and words look nice so they tell a message like a story. Yes, this is a simple definition that even a 5-year-old can understand it. So it's like drawing a picture or coloring letters so that other people can see and understand what you want to say. Imagine you draw a fun birthday card with a big happy words and colorful shapes. That's kind of what graphic design does. It helps pictures and words talk to people. Yes, that's what graphic design is all about. I hope you understand it. So you can see this smartphone graphic design free training flyer that I designed right now is what a graphic design is, a sample of graphic design. So it helps to do what? To talk to people. Okay, so graphic design helps to talk to people. Yes, you understand that. Okay, now let's look at the basic principles of graphic design. The basic principles of graphic design, we have the balance, contrast, emphasis, hierarchy, alignment, repetition, proximity, white space, unity / harmony. Okay, before I talk about these basic principles of graphic design, I want us to look at the elements of design. Elements of design. Yes, this is what we have: the line, shape, form, color, texture, space, and typography. So when it comes to line, we have the words. There are lines that connect 2 points and act as a path. For the viewer's eyes, lines can be straight, curved, thin, or thick. Okay. We also have the shapes. The shapes can be square, circle, rectangle, etc. Okay. The form is the word three-dimensional volumic aspects of an object, having height, width, and depth. We have the color. The color sets moods and evoked emotions. Okay, it is used to create visual weights. Okay, now we have the texture. The texture is the surface quality of a design. And then the space is the area around between elements. Now the typography is what the arrangement of your typed text, font size, spacing, and it do what influence readability. Okay, so coming to these basic principles of graphic design, we have the balance. Now this balance is all about what's the visual weight, how the visual weight is being distributed in what your design. Okay, that's what makes your design to stand out. The contrast has to do with what the difference between elements, the light, the dark. Okay, in your designs, the big, the small, the bold, plain, both your text and the shapes. Okay, now the emphasis has to do what with the in making the most important thing stand out first in your design. Okay, this could be the size of the text, the color, the positioning, the boldness, and the spacing. Okay, this emphasis or hierarchy helps to guide viewers' eyes in your design. The alignment has to do with what how you line up your elements in design. Then the repetition has to do with the reusing of what elements. When you reuse what your elements in the design. And then the proximity has to do with grouping related items together. Yes, you don't have to scatter your designs when designing. You have to group things together when designing. That's proximity. Then the white space is what giving your design a breathing space. You don't have to clutter everything. You don't have to put many text or your images in design. So you have to give your design a breathing space. Another one is the unity, harmony, how well everything works together as a whole. That's unity and harmony. It could be the consistent style, the limited color palette, repetition, and alignments. So unity makes what your design to do what stand out and feel what complete and feel complete. So that's the basic principles of. Okay, let's look at designing with phone. Okay, when it comes to designing with phone, there's an application that we use to design with phone. So this application will help you do what? Design with your smartphone. The application is called what? Pixel Lab. Okay, look at the app here. Okay, with this app, you can design birthday flyers, church programs, social media flyers, etc. Now, you can also print out your designs. Yes, once you go to any printing press, tell them, give them the exact size. Make sure you design the exact size. Okay, set the exact size, set the pixels, the size here on this pixel lab, and then you go to any printing press and print it out. Okay, so with this application you can design anything. Okay, you can design calendars, invoice. Okay, so it's your creativity that's what will make you to do what? To design. Okay, so I want you to download this application and explore the interface. Okay, explore the interface of this design. From here you can see the plus sign, which is place that you use to add text and images. Okay, from here you see the save button. Okay, from here you see the share button. From here you see the layer button. From here you see the stickers, imports, so many other shapes. Okay, this is Bezier tool. All these things, there are features, there are the tools, okay, inside this pixel lab that you need to master how to use them, so that when you design you don't make mistakes. You design like what? Someone who is already creative. Okay, you become creative when you start mastering the tools. Okay, you'll be creative. Okay, now I want you to go and download the application. So your application might look different, though from the background it's not that different. It's just the background color that will change. Okay, the background color, that's the only difference. Once you go to Play Store right now and download Pixel Lab, you see that it looks different, but it's just the background that is different. Everything is the same. Okay, so go and download this application called Pixel Lab. That's the app we use for designing with phone. I hope you understand this.